Well, to continue off of that, do you believe that Derek Carr is a top one or two player? No, I say they said top two quarterback in this conference. I don't know why he did that to me.
I'll go first.
Top
Absolutely.
two?
Absolutely. I think he
Okay.
is a top two quarterback in this division, man. Shoot,
No, I said conference.
Oh, well, not heck, no.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why. Come on, bro.
No,
I mean,
this is
everybody could have
outside
answered
the
that
conference
one.
at this point. You went
Hey,
13 games. They're not
Hey, I'm
talking about
multitasking, man. I'm a man. I
Hey,
can't
DJ,
multitask and do that. at the same time.
DJ, he jumped out there like he had some. He had
Well,
some
this
really
guy's the
special.
biggest Derek Carr believer
right.
you will find that is not a Raiders fan. Well, Raider fans don't even believe in Derek Carr, but this guy right here believes in Derek Carr.
Hey, shout out to my pops, man. That's my dad's team, so he don't like Derek Carr. Tell you straight.
Who don't like who? New Orleans? That's your pop team?
Nah, he a Saints fan, man. He's a Saints fan.
Oh, your dad.
Facts.
I mean, not Saints. My bad. Raiders
Facts.
fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
All them old heads are Raider fans, man. What's up with that? My granddad was a Raider fan.
I don't know, man. It's something with the old heads. You're right about that, man. But I'll go into Derek Carr. No, he is not a top 2, 3. Hell, he might not 4. I don't even think he's 5. The ranking that they had him at was, I believe, 7 in the NFC. But when it comes to the NFC South, yeah, I'm definitely putting him top 2 right now in the NFC South. Do I think he's number 1 as it stands with the product that's out there? Possibly, but if you look at and I'm gonna call this out here in a minute. We got Pro Football Focus. We'll show kind of the grades, but Andy Dalton was better than him last year. Andy Dalton was
rid of.
Yes, he was the 7th ranked quarterback in the NFL according to PFF. So I don't know if this is much of an upgrade. If anything, like I told you, it seemed like it's a younger version of Andy Dalton without the winning. So,
this is an overall grade we're talking about here?
Yeah, overall grade.
Okay.
And I'll definitely pull that up and share that too, man. But yeah, PFF had Andy Dalton as the 7th overall quarterback in the NFL. And guess where Derek Carr was at? 27.
Is that due to situation or is that due to player? Right? You're talking about, is that where they're at right now in their careers, or was that due to the situation that they're in?
This was based on last year, strictly.
No, I'm talking about your opinion, right? Are you using that to say like Andy Dalton is better than Derek Carr? That's what you're saying right now?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I believe they're similar to the same guy. It's just Andy Dalton has done more winning. So at this stage right now, let me get DJ off. At this stage right now, I can't say that Andy Dalton's a better quarterback. But what I can say is that as of Pro Football Focus, and I'm going to show it right here, Andy Dalton was the 7th best quarterback last year. And let me know if y'all can see that, man. It looks like y'all can see it. As you see, Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes was tied for first. Then it was Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. The great Lamar Jackson just got paid. Shout out to you and Jalen Hurts. Jacoby Brissett was 6th. Andy Dalton was 7th. Tua 8th. Geno, Kirk Cousins, and then you got Trevor Lawrence and so on. And if you want to look,
Mariota, where's Mariota?
Mariota's 28th. Derek Carr is 27th. Russell Wilson was 29th. And if you want to look at Baker Mayfield and Tyler Heineke, 37th, 38th. And Zach Wilson, Mr. Bo Callahan himself, is 39th. Isn't that sad, y'all? They had the 2nd overall pick Zach Wilson when they could have got Justin Fields. And instead, they had to trade all that capital and all that money to go get Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, to even have Zach Wilson, Bo Callahan as in the same vicinity as Derek Carr is just hilarious to me. Like we ain't got to scroll any further. We see him down there, but Derek Carr ain't that far behind. But it's always everybody else's fault when it comes to Derek Carr.
Right? Wow. That's a bad company to keep right there.
Yeah, so if we look at, 2021, 2022, 2019, 18, the man was actually playing pretty good ball. He was 21st, 11th, 10th, 13th. I don't necessarily blame, and this is the reason why I say what I say. Josh McDaniels, man, I don't think he's a good coach, but I damn sure don't think Dennis Allen is a good coach. So he going from one bad coach to another bad coach.
He going to a coach. That's the thing that's funny to me, right? Derek Carr signed those contracts with the Raiders, right? And now he signed with the Saints. So let's just say, worst case scenario, this team's not that good, and Derek Carr goes out there and looks like straight doo-doo. But now it's going to be another coach that's going to have to be like, he's not good, so, it's not fair to Derek Carr. Like, how many times are they going to do this? This man about to go in his 10th season and probably won the least amount of any quarterback that's been a franchise quarterback in history, probably. Like, pull up his win-to-loss ratio and find me another quarterback that made it 10 years in the league and always got the start, but everybody still calls him a great quarterback and he don't win. Just find it for me. Anybody in the chat, if one of them Saints fans in here on the back end looking, just let me know. I don't know many franchise quarterbacks that get away with that. Do y'all?
Is Kirk Cousins kind of close to that? What Kirk Cousins may have won. What has he won?
Well, I'm just saying from a win-loss perspective, you're not going to find damn near 10 years. I think he's 9 right now. 10 years in the league. Played every season except for the one he really got hurt, which was at the end of the season. So he played the entire season. And continues to still be that, even though he's lost as much as he has.
Yeah. What's up, Jerry? We talking about your Aints, man. So what's good with you, my G? No, Kirk Cousins actually has a record of 72, 63, and 2. So the man has a winning record. Derek Carr on the other end has a losing record of 63 and 79. So if the man he would have to go what? 16 and 1? Something like that, 15 and 2. No, he got to go 17 and 1 to have a winning record. Ain't nobody scared of Derek Carr in this division with him. Anyway, man.
I just, we going
Hey man, I don't want to discredit Derek Carr either, right? So do you want to give him credit for what he has accomplished, right? He does have 5,000 yard season on the books, right? 30 plus touchdown seasons, right? Pro Bowler.
Mike, you got it up, do we?
What, Derek Carr?
Yeah,
I got it up.
You got 30. Yeah, that's right.
30 plus, right?
Yeah. Average.
Whoa. No, I was saying like 2 years ago he had like that 5,000 yard season.
Yeah, but, he almost had 5,000 yards. There you go. Oh, my bad, y'all. All right. Yeah, so he was 10 and 7, 8.4% completion almost.
Oh, yeah, 32 back second year.
Yeah, his most to his second year.
I mean, but if you were, I still think he's the best quarterback in the division starting week 1.
Fair.
Right. So what credit or what value does that give him in these conversations, right? So if we're going to knock him down for not being this or that, but on the flip side, we can look at him and say, hey, he's still the best quarterback in this division. Do you feel just comfortable saying that for the first couple of weeks until your quarterback emerges? That's what you guys expect?
I mean, it just speaks volumes of where the division is right now. I really do believe that. I think that because we say something like that. Because you can argue, like Mike said, guess who the second best quarterback is? Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton right now is the second best quarterback in this division. That's not. There's not many divisions that's gonna want to be like, they got Derek Carr and Andy Dalton as you know what I'm saying? Like that's a daunting division. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I should have caught that Andy Dalton little piece from Mike. I should have knew there was a specific reason Mike was angling in an Andy Dalton pro Andy Dalton stat. Right? I would have never heard this 3 months ago, but hey, we got pro Andy Dalton. We got pro Andy Dalton stats on here, guys. He's made it. We can check that off the bucket list.
I've been consistent.
We doing pro Derek Carr stats.
Right.
Carr has made multiple playoff appearances.
I've been consistent in my support for Andy Dalton. I was saying it last year, and I'm saying it. Oh, damn. And I'm saying it again this year. Andy Dalton is a really solid quarterback, man. I've always felt that way. Is he going to be a guy that's going to take you over the edge and get you to the promised land? No. He's more Kirk Cousins-ish to me. Like Andy Dalton has, what's his overall record? Look at this, 83, 77, and 2. He has a winning record. That's not easy to do in the NFL, which is have a winning record as a starting quarterback and play as long as he has. I mean,
you bring up the stats. Trill gotta, like, the analytics say it. Should we be saying that Andy Dalton is the best quarterback in this division?
Well, know, that's what I brought up. It was earlier, Trill. He was 7.
But how? Like, what are you basing yourself off to say that you're just by default because RTP, Derek Carr throws a better ball? That's why he's a better quarterback? That's basically what we're going off of, right?
That's fair.
I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not. All right, this is for real. This is no hate. Like, you know, I'm not the biggest Derek Carr fan, but like when we talk about players and quarterbacks, and you know, we assess things, we bring substance to it. But for some reason, when we talk about Derek Carr, it's just he can throw a good ball. Can you bring me more than that? For real, like, and not we just talked about stats, padded stats at the end of games. Or you want to talk about the game where he had a chance to win a game, but instead he threw it out of bounds. He didn't realize the situation. He threw the ball out of bounds instead of giving his team an opportunity to score a touchdown and possibly, tie or win that game. Like, come on, man. Like, let's keep it a buck about this man. Sean?
Hey, who? You ain't got no argument for me.
Keep it a buck about who? Derek Carr? I kept it a buck.
You just said keep it a buck. Division. But we got Andy Dalton in this division.
He's the best in the bro. No, we're not talking about Andy Dalton not even starting. Like, what are we talking about? If Andy Dalton is not even considered as a starter on his team, we're talking. I said week 1, bro. Week 1. Week 1. Andy Dalton is on the bench, according to Mike. I said
he was on the bench.
I said Andy Dalton was going to start out the year. Mike said Andy Dalton was going to start on the bench. But bro, if you poll 100 people today, Derek Carr gets the nod.
But why should he get the nod? What has he done?
Why shouldn't he?
That's all I'm asking.
Derek Carr. How old is it? Bro, even Andy Dalton. I know you guys giving Andy Dalton this popcorn hype, bro, is full of air. I think it's really disingenuous of you guys to even hype up Andy Dalton like this.
But that's not my point.
Because Andy Dalton, even out of all of those wins, bro.
You can't. I would take anybody to explain to me numbers as to why he's a better quarterback.
And you know what's funny, Sabo? I'm gonna let you go in, Sean. Andy Dalton was drafted 2nd round, the 35th pick. Derek Carr,
TCU,
2nd round, 36th pick. They're the same guy. It's just he's older and got more wins. But
I don't get that win angle. I kind of question that because they were winning in spite of Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton has been a question at that position since he got in the league. He was never comfortably in that spot. He was always questioned every single year, right? So I don't think they were winning because of Andy Dalton. It was because of everything that he had around him, including a very good defense.
Well, time out, Sean. This man got Josh Jacobs, one of the best running backs in the league. He got a tight end in Darren Waller, that's one of the best tight ends in the league. He got Devontae Adams, which is one of the best receivers in the league. What else do you want to give him, man?
One of the best offensive lines in the league last year as well.
Well, previous years, for sure. Like, what else does he have to have?
I'm just asking the question, man. Like I said,
people
feel how they want to feel about that, but you can't give substance to why you believe that Derek Carr is a better quarterback. You're just saying just because you're told he's the better quarterback. That's cool. All right, Trill. I mean, I get that.
I mean, what are you telling me about Andy Dalton? Is he won more games? What does Andy Dalton specifically do?
What is quarterbacks? What are quarterbacks graded on?
Thank you.
What are let's be for real. Like, if that was the case, just throwing yards and touchdowns, James Winston should still be the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think we just could call it a wash here, right? It's a wash.
I agree.
It's a wash.
I agree with that. I just think
it's a wash. It's a wash, but one of those guys are going to get to play week 1, and that's Derek Carr.
And because Andy Dalton is past his prime, just like Trill said, I got to give the edge to Derek Carr. So if you're asking me today, Derek Carr right now is the best quarterback in the division. And I don't see how hard that is to understand that. I think it's very easy to look at this and say he's the best quarterback right now in the division.
Okay.